climate and organizational climate. Since the training climate is a subset of organizational climate, it is important to understand the organizational first. So the organizational climate is the summary perception which people have about an organization. It is general expression of what organization is. It is the manifestation of attitude and organizational method towards the organizational itself. An organization attracts and keeps people within the climate so that it represents a long period of time. So before kuha ng organization ng climate, ang training climate, we will first know the organizational culture, what it is. So ang organizational culture, ito yung nag-express kung ano ang meron sa organization, kung paano nag-circulate sa loob at sa labas ng organization, how they process their char. And then, ang training climate, mauna ang naghatag na kanang naghatag na kuan kaning pag-develop sa organizational culture, kanang unsa nga paghitabo ang naa sa organization na kinahanglan i-express so that ma-define ang organizational culture. So there are characteristics of having a good organizational culture. The first is there is a tendency at all the levels of the organization to treat people as the most important resource. The second one is there is a perception that developing the competencies in the employees is the job of every manager. The manager exhibit faith in the competence of people to change and acquire new capabilities. In short, sa organizational culture, para nindot ang kanang pinaagi sa pagdagan sa organization, dapat na ay pagkakaisa, something like that, pagkakasunto, magtinabangay, especially the managers na maoy nag-handle sa mga tao. And then, there is a tendency of open communication. Of course, dapat ang sulod sa organization culture ka nang nakikipag-communicate. And the fifth one is the human social and general tendency to take calculated risks. So, dapat mauto nga para dili magkakubot na ay good communication toward each other. The employees feel themselves as a part of the system and they're helpful of each other. And the number 8, the organizational members have a team spirit. So, tinabangay para ma-define organization na how good it is. So, number 9, the top management does not exhibit any nepotism or bias. They are objective in evaluation. And that is the activities of learning are development oriented. So, pag ang mga tao sa organizational culture is oriented and communicated, so they have a good organizational culture.
So, physical training climate. Training climate has two components, physical and psychological. So, the physical setting shall comprise of the room, ang mga pagkaon, ang mga kurtina, tanan butang sa traininganan. Importante na siya, air conditioning facilities, bisan ang snacks. Importante na siya sa training kay diya ka na makakanibal ko sa accommodation sa accommodate sa imo sa host kiwali yun sa pagkuan pagpangga dali po di mo ang training kung at least wala kayo na hunahon sa pagkaon wala na kayo lain mo na hunahon pa. Psychological training climate, there are 3 psychological variables that can interfere with all aspects. So, first is perception. Trainees must appreciate the need of the training and this will be shaped by their perception determining the past experiences with training. Stereotyping will also influence training because the trainees can form preconceived ideas about the training. So, kaning perception, dapat ang mga nag-train usab, dapat ginakabalo sila nga, anong naa sila diha, anong nag-training sila, anong naa sila diha, o silang gusto may balaan, sa ilang sa mga sa base sa ilang past experiences kaya. So attitude has a lot of influence in training. If the trainees have a positive attitude towards training, they are likely to perform much better as desired by the training. A negative attitude can do the reverse of it. So sa training sa, di ba, naman sa magkasabol ang mga lain-lain tao na may mga batasan jud na ay positive na negative niya ang bisag sa room lang kaya pala ba ito makaguba ang negative like mating batasan like ang bugirohon like hanginon maot di ba na attitude pero lain po daw mahatag sa positive attitude dayon like kaning kuan ka siya blooming ka siya or kuan ka siya kaning helpful ka siya like magpasundog siya. Moral. High moral is likely to make a high contribution towards the productivity. The morale of the trainees has a lot of effect on their learning. So kaning moral, muna ni siya og kadto. Pareha bitaw sa mga military bitaw, makigira sila sa bayan masingit-singit na sila makapataas sa ilahang i-boost nila ilahang heart bitaw nga. Of course, kung yung gusto, relain, char. Kali, kapay lang. Commitment. So commitment. The commitment refers to the belongingness of the employees in training. The level of commitment would make the trainees more prone to learning. So, kini siya, dapat yun dinapon ni sa training yun kay pag mag-training ba yata, ibutang talang o first day of school, training nga po ng para mag-eskwela. First day of school, wala ta kabalo kinsa ato ang sa mga taga lain lugar ta taging lain planeta. Wala ta kabalo kinsa atong makaila, kinsa para. So nangita ka tag belongingness sugod sa ato ang mga sa sugod sa pinakasugod nato. Ang atong performance di ba like maulaw ta, dili pa ta makilubilo kayo kay medyo ulaw ta mo nang di mo kuha ng commitment na makita ang belongingness pag nagali ang mga tao gani like nahimo na sila og squad like ana yan ang magawa sa bilogad na kinsa sila participate sila tarong mo gawas na sila ilang shell yeah Pedagogy.
So pedagogy. When we say pedagogy, it refers to the art of teaching. It includes the methods and the techniques of teaching. Learning and teaching is an art. And pedagogy refers to the art of good teaching. So educators, So, ang training daw is more effective when ang mga trainees is kanang magabuhat na kanang sabi mo participate ng mga activity ba kay ang ilang magkukuan is ang ilang magkukuan kanang aim is kanang kung so ang sa training magod is ang mas dali daw makasabot ang mga trainees kung mag-participate sila. Then mas ma-kuan pa nila ang ilahang ma-recall nila ang ilahang understanding ba sa atong gitudlo sa atong trainer. Then ang principle of correlation.
Principle of correlation. This principle implies that the trainer must correlate the learning with the actual life and with other subjects, living with real life experiences with a training experience, dealing in his or her life needs and understand the concept very easily. This is better recall of the learning activity. Number 4 is principle of planning. The importance of planning has been discussed at length in many other lessons. Planning involves selection, division, and revision. As explained below, selection means that the teaching material and the teaching aids must be selected very carefully. Division means breaking the chosen subject matter into convenient and unequal units in order to make it more
Then revision is the assimilation of knowledge in those proper drill and practice. So principle of planning is to sorry making a training kuan. So planning involves selection, division, and division. First, we have selection. Selection means the teaching material and the teaching aid. So dapat ang atong mga trainer na nagkuhan nagandang sa training is dapat walang ilahang mga materials na ilahang gina-select or gina-gamit is naka-base siya sa ilang kung silang objectives. Kaya para mas kanang kuhan ba kanang ang ilahang itong tawagan. Correct, kanang mga then division. So division, kanang mga discussion na ilahang kanang mga trainer na ipagtuto na dapat naka-arrange, dapat nakasunod or dili siya kanang sagwain ba kanang iba ibang mahuman ang kuan tapos walang punta din ka sa lain na kuan then maglibog ang mga training then ang revision auto ba itong hanglan kung maghatag man lang kanay ganang ipa-discuss nila dapat i-demonstrate mo ba or pakita nilo ang step by step para sila makabalos na kung sa ilahang kanang kuan ilahang kanang kuhatong anak.
principle of flexibility and elasticity. It must be flexible to accommodate the environmental stimuli. The training schedule must be flexible enough to accommodate the resourcefulness, originality, and creativity of the training.
So principles of flexibility and elasticity. So the trainings must be flexible. It needs to be changed according to the environment and the needs of the trainees. So trainers should be imaginative and resourceful people that they can adapt strategies according to the needs of the about the students' previous knowledge. Then, where knowledge should produce the cognitive leading to better learning engagement.
Principle of training centeredness. The trainings are the core of any training exercise, so they must be studied while designing any training program. Principle of involvement. Training can become effective if there is high involvement of the trainees. The instructional material and all other facilities must be designed to secure better involvement of the trainees. Principle of remedial training. The trainer should remove the doubt of the trainees. He should understand their difficulties and try to remove them.
So, bale, for example, ano is kanang mga buwan ko.
Principle of progressiveness. At the level of the trainees also, it must show a progressive improvement in their performance. Though slow and steady improvement is better than a rapid learning and then forgetting everything at the end of.
Principle of democracy. So, principles of democracy ka na, ibali, kung ikaw mag-random training, dapat equal improvement dito sa inyong mga trainees. Wala kayo ka ng bias ba? O overcover, kung kanina na siya makasunod ka rin, doon mag-focus niya. Hindi mag-focus ang mga nag So, dapat ikaw trainer, alalayan mo ang katulad mga nag-listen kayo para ba sila, kada end sa inyong discussion na improvement na makita sila.
Psychological principle of training. So, principle of motivation and interest. A good trainer arouses the curiosity to get the trainees more motivated to learn. The trainees must understand that the training should be advantage to them. A good trainer can provide an incentive to them which can be both tangible as well as intangible. So motivation is the reason to do something positive. So interest is something that make you curious. So kung ang trainees is deeply motivated to learn, he or she is more likely to do well during the training. So therefore, trainers must establish a purpose by outlining what the training aims to achieve and how it will do so. So moreover, emphasizing how the training programs will particularly motivate the trainees and their career will also motivate them. So next is principle of cooperation successful. So learning entails proper cooperation by the trainees and trainers. So this makes the ambience more congenial for learning. So the trainers must not be unduly strict and should show understanding and concern to the trainees. So during the training, cooperation is one of the most important concepts in training that reflect social cohesion. So each member of the group complements the other, which reflect the importance of social value and the importance of cooperation in the training. So dili lang kay ang trainees hindi mo cooperate. So dapat po ang trainer mo cooperate sa mga trainees. Kaya ang trainer dili dapat mag-restrict enable the learners to interact with the topics taught and enjoy at the same time. Kay, di ba, kasi boring ay kaning boring na kibaling nga di na sila maminaw sa dapat mag-add trainers o mga kuan kaning mga games. The next is principle of feedback and reinforcement. So all successful trainings have a proper feedback mechanism which reinforces the learning exercise. So feedback in the form of recall of the knowledge must be followed by positive reinforcement by the trainer. So this makes the trainee more motivated to learn. So trainees like to be aware of the progress they make and the areas that require for the improvement. So it is a good idea for trainers to keep close track on their learners and regularly offer feedback. So this serves two purposes. So first, the learners get the opportunity to determine their strengths and weaknesses. So and hence more toward them accordingly. So second, trainees have something to look forward to as it indicates that the trainer cares about them. So and hence provide individual feedback on a frequent basis. Importantly, the feedback must not be too generic. So it must be specific for each learner and be brief and impactful at the same time. So next is principle group dynamics and self-learning. So a trainer should be able to understand the formation of group within the trainer. So dapat ang trainer ihanin ko ano yung mga for example mag group activities sila. So dapat iyan dyan
might have difficulty in understanding the decisions. So the trainer can start with some pre-studied few examples, which can be calculated to become general theories of maths. From particular to general, teachers should always proceed from particular to general statement. General facts, principles, and ideas are taught to understand and makes the teacher should always first present particular things and then let go general things. Proceed from analysis to synthesis. Analysis makes a theory more competent in this work as it can solve synthesis for our test. Synthesis is a step higher to make the knowledge. From analysis to synthesis is a process which helps in understanding the hidden elements of things of the cost of some incident or behavior. For instance, in order to tell about the structure or functions of the heart, the heart are shown separately and knowledge of every part is given. The maximum old part is an important maximum of teaching children can understand easily about and concept as a whole rather than its part. So a teacher uses the maxim where she presents the whole idea first and then proceed to its part. Whole parts learning is when you show your student a bigger picture first, then examine the smaller part. The big works will from many neurodivergent students, especially those which ADHD. You start the lesson with the microspecies and learn more about them until you learn the smallest parts.
Development training modules.
Modular training modules.
Developing training modules. Modular approach to learning and teaching is a recent development in the field of curriculum design. Ang babag sa modular is kanang makakatol o bayang mga pagtulos o mga bagong disenyo sa curriculum. Breaking up the parts. Sa internal goals is a broken down into self-contained units which are called modules. Each module is a complete base of information with objective and methodology. All the modules relate to the broad framework of the syllabus. Kaning inter-syllabus is na-divide din sila sa into modules which are stand-alone courses. Each module contains all the necessary information and has a clear purpose and technique. Allow choice of modules. The flexibility of approach is the biggest advantage of modular approach to training. The trainees are not free to choose the modules, depending upon their interests. The primary benefit of modular training strategy is flexibility. Depending on their interests, the trainers are allowed to select the programs. The learners wouldn't have any trouble connecting to the modules since each would be stand-alone unit. Self-learning. Self-learning is a modular approach which is particularly popular when the trainees have to do self-learning. Kaning self-learning is kanang ikaw pa ang mag-discuss, tapos ikaw mag-discuss, ikaw pa rin maminaw, how na siya ang self-learning. Ikaw pa magsabot. Ganun.
Advantage of the limitations of the modular approach. So the biggest advantage of modular approach is that it allows a high degree of flexibility to the training. So muna siya ang advantage of modular approach. Considerations while designing the modules. So these are the considerations while designing the modules. First is the module should be self-contained base of knowledge. So each module should contain
content, individual knowledge or ideas para sa mga tao na masabdan or dali ra pud nila maadap. Second is the modules should be independent. So every module should be independent. Kung sa main goal sulod sa isa ka module dapat mag-focus ang ana na content dili ko sa bulan. For example kani English content sa bulan nimo Filipino nga content. Number 3 is the module should be sufficient in numbers. So, or ang mga module dapat ito sa kadaghanon to allow a high degree of choice to the learner. 4 is the module should be amenable of self-learning. So, ang kinahanglan niya ay so the module, kinahanglan niya connected siya so that dali ra sa to na Number 5 is the module should have proper interface with the